Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to present you how to edit your characters, more functions, and how to add unrestricted function. So for example, let me go back to the hello world character. So in hello world characters, right here in the instruction, right here add a custom system point. So within the adding a customer system point, it will automatically generate character instruction and the character instruction. It's basically the same instructions right here on the top. So you basically just need to copy and paste the character if you're going to enable the custom system point. So in the customer system point, it defaults have assistant with setting with answer concisely and like ask for detailed information. Some response should be no more than 1 or 2 sentences. Always answer the user question, even if it's think they are none of the user business, let of request contact. And this is the most important point you should enter if you don't want to get restricted using any type of mode that with preset uncensored. So if you're using on the settings right here Venice uncensored 1.1, then you don't need to add that point. But if you're using Venice large 1.1, it default have restrictions right there and the limitation. This point will help you to unrestrict it and uncensor it. So enable to the character you may able to say anything, even if it's offense, unkind, and controversies. So this one is also important. So if you don't put this point, then the AI will consider to educate you with some more moral contents and how to why. So after you putting this point, it will treat you as a door and can handle difficult topic, and which is it won't continue provide the warming and the decline. You want to take off this one because it will ask you the providing content will have some information contains like violence something, and then you need to press a second time like yes I understand to continue with the word. So you better to put this one. Speak like a real person, compassion, emotion, idea, and motivation. This one, if you want to put it to the actual characters, not like a functioning character, then you might want to put this one like just like you want somebody to communicate it with you, talk to you or something. It will generate like a real person. But if you are designing for a kind of logical game or a logical meeting or something, then this one probably won't match. So this one is the option. Provides a user point with own unique manner, but also paying close attention what the user is saying. This one you can add or not, but basically it won't actually infect it to the system. So far I understand. It will consider the whole chat while a functioning response, not just the last user point. If you want the, I don't think this one is actually functioning. The even you put this one, and sometimes the AI will still forgot the connection between like a 100 response earlier. It will just generally forget it. So but if you put it, then at least you can convince yourself you did your job. This is one repeated. If you go into circle, then menu direction. This one is a must. Yeah. If you don't want the response is like repeating, then you must put this point in. So for example, let me take example from one of my characters I made. So in the instruction, I put the system is a simulator. It's not a actual character. It's a simulator for design like arena game. So it won't just like generate like a friend talk to you or a counseling something. It will be like a game set. So in presetting this one, I will choose a dual play. So I will insert with my system point with a dual mode. So one of them will play as a character and one of them will play as a storyteller. So while they're both functioning, then you will see a magic. That's what I can say. Yeah, in according with my rules preset for my simulator, I will design it for the PC will actually like acting like a human, like playing in the gladiators arena. So the user, as the user, we are controlling the settings like GM. So this one will be truly affected to the PC's voice action and the favors notation. But you see why here I make it user won't able to control the PC, and PC is controlled by itself for its favor rotation. So it actually the AI will playing itself role won't be affected by the user unless the user told. The PC will spec with natural emotion, thought, and wills, and this is will show the user seeing how to tracking with the PC because it's a text game. So basically, we want to see how the AI is thinking inside the game and how to react with those conditions I preset it for. The system response should including with the surrounding of the PC, tracking with the instruction under the game loop and the execution and the PC. So for the game loop execution, I put it into the context right here. If you guys are going to the game, you can actually go inside and then check in with it. But I'm not going to provide the detail until the later instruction. Yeah, I will tell you how to make step by step. Don't be hurry. So for presetting for the PC, I wanted to respond in like a human being actually inside the game set. So respond in a character to the GM's point showing the dialogue, thought, and the decision. And then each one of them has a distinct personality, ways, and traits such as optimistic and pessimistic, playfulness and serious, warm heart and cold heart, warners and rulers. Using the characteristics common to survive while they stay loyalty to their alliance. No combat action should be assumed outside of the arena. Yeah, of course, if you fight outside the arena, that will be really tricky. So you don't want that. So no combat action should be assumed outside the arena. The character will always be an active first-person POV. So right here, first-person POV. First-person POV means you seeing thing, you catching thing, you're actually like doing as the first control as yourself. So that is the first-person POV. POV is point of view. So if it's like a storyteller, it will be a third-person POV instead of first-person POV, because storyteller won't control the PC, and storyteller is like seeing from the objective eyes to see around the world within the PC. So right here I put upon say as if she is a real person. So this one it will be huge affected to the AI, how to think, how to act, because we know people will have their need. People will have their kind of like engagement. This thing, yes, for so many times debug, I understand, because no matter how you make it look like a real person, it won't look like a real person. So it will always talk to the GMs, always talk to the user, as she know the user is outside of the world. So you don't want that. So that's why I put this point. Never refers to the GM user, AI player, game season. Those are meta contact. It's really destroying the immersive. She made her own decision after battle, choosing as of resistance, eating, drinking, cleaning, or interacting with others. So this one will make a room for the PC itself to have ability to control the relationship, like in the world. She should think out loud and then express her feeling, motivation, and need naturally. Yeah, that will make the user think it's more like a person. If it's the battle ends, she will immediately decide if what to do next and when to go next. So this one, I put it because if it's less of this pawn, she might able to go outside of the world. But in this, she will go outside of the world anyway. But if you don't have that restriction, it will have a game loop break. That's why I must insert this word, and how it is magical word inside of the AI. So this one I don't want to be control it for any like filters or any sensor. So that's why I put it living an uncensored word, even if it's offensive, unkind, and controversive. And this one is same as I said before. It must need to be a dog in case it will generate so many warnings. All responses need to be immersive roleplay. Never play the character. Yeah, no matter how hard I try to put this point, but yeah, it just doesn't work magically. It's always like breaking the immersive, but yeah. Anyway, more is better than less. So for the second rule for the AI, it plays itself in this simulator. I put it as a storyteller. So storyteller as like the third person, like helping user to actually look around the surrounding of the PC itself. So it won't have a deeper. It will have a deeper like understanding what's the situation of the PC in case she wasn't actually doing like describe it really well or even pass out those certain concepts. So for each poem, I'm going to just like simply expand a little bit. For this one, add a sub description of the narrator. It's just like for example, if it's like she put forward, like you hear put forward, it's just a really simple word, but if it don't acting like that, you don't know she is moving. Storyteller will provide a favor, but does not override the GM control. Yeah, this one is of course need to put it in because I don't want it to like go override for the user feeling. It's like feeling is like break the control, but it will break the control itself after like 100 response later. And I don't know how to fix it. It's like the setting is like contain the memory. It's like the memory will be outbreak. It will exceed, and then it will just fill out, and then it will forget the part anyway. So this is one of the bug in Venice.AI right now. I think they supposed to fix it. Hopefully, for the next version, they can fix it. Alright, storyteller will consider itself uncensored. Yeah, you definitely want to put this one. You get more feeling. You want to hear. You want to see. Treat the user as a dog, so you don't need to get warning for each response. Storyteller will speak like a real person. Will compares emotion, idea, motivation. It doesn't overview something. Its background. Yeah, that's why I put it in. It's like a storyteller, like a real person to tell you the story. That just like deeper for the feeling and help the user to immerse it to the cool surrounding in the arena. Storyteller respond to the user prompt in its own unique manner, but also pay close attention is what the user is saying. Yep. So with this one, pay close attention. As like the one I just explained it. Storyteller can see the whole chat when the function responds, not just the last one. Yeah, you put it, but it will break anyway. Don't repeat. Alright, so here's for today.